Hello, everybody. It's Big Al with some more content for Lord of the Rings Rise to War. Today, I am doing the final day season update on the main server, main account, Big Al, with Toby, Order, Honk, Bear, Lame, and a Fake Gods Fellowship. Talk about explosive. So, first, the second week, once passes opened up, yeah, there was a lot of fighting, that was good, but the middle really dragged on of the season. Well, the last 2 weeks have been amazing. So much happening. So, we had the drama yesterday, we have the countdown with less than 5 hours now. DG, yeah, the ring is decided. There is a slim chance that we could take it, but it is decided. So, first, let's go to the map. Okay. As you can see, there's the two different colors. The darker blue is the Lame and the Fake Gods. The pink is Honk and Bear, and the blue is Toby and Order. So, a lot has changed. I mean, over the season, Honk and Bear owned all the way up to here. We pushed them back. Lame, we ended up pushing out to about there in the woodland realm, and then we vacated and pushed on the ring. Lame has pushed into the center after Gods had taken initial ownership of the ring. Lame had finally gotten the ring a couple days ago. So there's just amazing stuff going on. Let's start with this small red pin. 3.3 million. Mostly that's just supply lines and the back door that Gods has been fighting, trying to cut us off. A little bit about the drama. I'm not going to go full in depth because I hate the spy game. I hate the alts and others, and I just want sportsmanship. I just want straight up fights. I don't want any inside information or anything like that, but that's me. I mean, I am in no way in leadership this season for Toby, which is kind of weird for me not being in leadership, but I definitely couldn't have done it with everything, with all three counts going. So, Gods turns out to have a few of Honk and Bear. I don't know if it's Bears or Honks or both, has some of their alt accounts. Well, the leader of Gods was one of the alt accounts. So, after Lame had taken the ring and everything, Gods actually got the final hit, so they got the credit for the capture. Well, they had started the timer to disband Kingdom. Yes, you heard that right. Disband Kingdom. So, Lame would have got screwed out of the rewards that they fought very hard to get. Needless to say, the disbanding ended up getting canceled sometime throughout the last few hours when it was supposed to happen. So, I'm happy about that because Lame didn't deserve that. Like I said, I just wish that stuff wasn't in the game. But now let's go to the big pin. 80 million participants. And I bet we hit close to 90 million by the next update. If not, at least 86, 87. It has been explosive. So, I'm going to go straight into the DG area. So, we owned one of the springs. We had a Fellowship Fortress up. It completed. We were getting attacks from both sides, Honk and Bear and Lame and Gods. Well, Lame ended up taking the spring. We took it back about an hour and a half ago, and we started building a Fellowship Fortress. One of the buffs for the ring is this rapid deployment where structures take 30% reduced time to build. So we have that going up. So if it completes, we would have an hour and 20 minutes to try to take a contested DG. Yes, we're not very hopeful, but we are going to fight tooth and nail until the very end. And as you can see, we took the spring, started building a fortress, and now we are starting to spread out. And we are getting hit from both sides. Honk and Bear on the right, Lame and Gods on the left and the north. So, as you can see, we are making good progress. Um, so, yeah, it's going to be a fight to the very end. Speaking of, let me finish getting him full so I can get back up to the fight. And me being a small fry, I don't have that much impact, but I still can help my team out, cause draws, things like that. That might come in handy. So I'm going to go scroll back to my base so that it's less laggy. Now, I will show you my barracks situation. 47k out of 165. So I have 2100 guardians there, and I have 53 great beasts here. And then I have one barracks that's 80% full with those. That is all I'm building is great beasts and guardians. But it is so hard to keep up. So, yeah, I have a few reports to go through, but let me go through the leaderboards first. So, the all unimportant affluence. King Farmer Dig Duck, who has been there most of the season. Let's go to merit. Raven. Raven is 8.4 million and Dig Duck is second. And it's been that way for most of the season as well. I will say I hit a personal best record last week. I didn't get the exact numbers, but it was 275k merit in a week, which was my personal best last week. So that made me very happy. We have King Under the Mountain in 8th, 6.2. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to see him take 7th. No offense to Emma Watson. I just root for King. He's one of my good friends. And I'll scroll through a little bit of some more of the leaderboard. And then Fellowship, nothing's changed. It's Lame and Gods 1 and 6, Honk and Bear 2 and 4, Toby and Order 3 and 5. And then you have a couple of the other smaller ones: Nikita, Hell, Food, Donut, DMDs, Crows, Nazgul, Another Gods. I don't know why that's such a popular name. Late Youths. So, yeah. There you go. Let me see something really quick. Personal affluence. Dig Duck, okay, is, I'm going to round 70k. And where's our next person? Jake is at 60. So that is 129k. Let's see how many more fellowships they would be above. Or what position? They would be in 24th position out of 72. Just those two for us. That's amazing. And sickening at the same time. So I have some reports. Let's go over the reports. I'm going to scroll up here to this one. I was so extremely happy about this one. I should not win. So I'm going to show my gear again really quick. I will say I'm very disappointed with how Gimli operates. I mean, he's R10. I have his relic. I have it boosted a little bit, but honestly, he just underperforms. My R6 Dane is going to beat him most of the time. So let's go to NVIDIA Ice's account. R10 Gandalf the White. R11 Dane. Very nice Dane. Oh. He has the Gil. Trying to run a little bit of the attack Gil. R13. And he's got Bjorn. respect 6. So he has the better commanders. Gear he has better than me. But somehow it became even and I actually won slightly. So with this one, it was actually a very good one because all my commanders were slower than his. And what ended up happening was Saruman stunned Gil at the end of the second round. So then when Gil acted in the third round, he maddened Dane. Or no, he stunned Dane. So Dane didn't get off his Durin's blood, and he was only able to get it off in round 4 and round 7. And then there was another madness proc somewhere, but yeah, I was quite happy with this one. I mean, if we go into here, and I'm going to scroll to the bottom, you see I caused 3 stuns. I stunned Gil 3 times, and then he got maddened twice. So that's interesting to see. But yeah, that was one of my good ones that I really liked. Here we have one that just happened not too long ago, and this is a smaller player, you know, and it's nice to see because I'm a smaller player. He's obviously newer than me, or this is just like a D or E team, but yeah, there was a fight that I won. I have to throw a couple of those in there. There wasn't many that I did win this season. Here's one against Hayes. And one thing that me and King Under the Mountain will be testing a lot are the Woes Hunters. Because of this skill right here. First 4 rounds, 100% chance to gain initiative. So that's awesome. It also has this, which will take an extra instance of damage off of White Council. So as you see, here's his Dane, and he's using the command helm. He has the Sauron, normal, speed, using as the tank. He's got Bjorn, R10. Again, another command helm. Where are these guys getting all these damn submerged Cask of the Submerged Isles? I wish I could get a few of those. And then he's got his Gandalf the White. Okay, here's one that I had won against some Eagles. He was using some classic gear. You know, and he's probably about a little bit more my strength. Because he's got mixed gold and purple. He's got Gimli at the relic. I bet he's regretting using all those resources to get Dwalin up, though, to Mythic. And look here, my Gimli doing 221k damage. Wow. That's the biggest I've seen him do. And again, this is like a diamond in the rough kind of report for me. I have never seen him do that much. We have Georgie here from Hunk. We've got the Undying, Sauron, R15 Shadow. Wow, full strengthened and refined relic for Shadow. And then he has Saruman. But it's just amazing how much of a difference maker Sauron can be in a fight. Bruna. Okay, let's see. He's got an R11 Sauron. He has R14 Bjorn. R15 Dane. And I'm not a fan of the pipe, but I understand he's using it for the commander damage. But it just surprised me he doesn't have an extra drums of Barad-dûr or Palantir or something. And then R10 Gandalf the White. Here is Mavius from Honk using his Eagles, and this was against my B team, and I'll show you my B team's gear. It is going to be all purple. So let's go into maybe assistant. I think this is his B or C team, one of the two. But I mean, he's got a Zenith 2 Elrond, R11 King of Men, R11 Scalhelm, and he's got an R10 Radagast. You know, I have actually never even looked at his relic. Okay, hit points, focus, initiative, unit defense. This formation's beast units recover 30% hit points once each round. Okay, so that actually could be really good, especially with that new commander, because he's also has Bird Tamer here for the attack of the large units, and he's got some heal, but also on this, Eagles in the commander's formation gain stun and initiative immunity. So that could be interesting. I actually like that. And then the last report that I'm going to share is Silver Slash. Again, of course, he's got the Iron Chariots going. Whoa. R12 Gandalf the White. R13 Bjorn. He's using the cruel hooks. Wow. With fortitude. It's actually not too bad. It's a decent amount of attack. It really is. The damage 11 to 17 isn't the best, but hey, make the most out of what you got. Let's see his Sauron. Okay. Divide and conquer, evasive, unit defense. Okay. Oh, let me see. Yeah, okay. And then he has a Zenith 3 Legolas, which is kind of nice to see. I've seen a couple of people using Legolas. They're also Zenith commanders, but it's nice to see something different. So that's all those reports. Let's see. Let's scan back over here and see where we're at. Okay, we're 3 hours and 20 minutes. So we'll have exactly 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 15 seconds to try to take Dol Guldur. And we have every tile touching the fortress. Wow. Good job, guys. I was helping earlier. I stopped to make this video. But, wow. Good job. So, this will be definitely interesting. But I don't see us taking the ring, unfortunately. But it will be fun. Hopefully we can get this up to a 90 million pin.